So what was the reason that they're denying you of this?
You know, the decision was really arbitrary. That's why we'll be appealing this decision, and the fight isn't over. There wasn't specific reasons that had credibility, and we call this an unlawful act to not make sure that we can conduct our celebration on July 3rd at Mount Rushmore like we did last year. This is part of the radical left's agenda. They don't want to celebrate America or our freedoms. They're pushing critical race theory. They're pushing the 1619 Project, and this is just another one of those battles to erase our true, honest, and patriotic history in this country.
Well, they're saying because they could cause fires, but what does the federal government know that you don't know as the governor who actually grew up and lives in this state?
Well, we did all of this work in making sure that we were working with local and state and federal fire officials to conduct a safe fireworks celebration last year. Those agreements are still in place. The work has been done. Backburning has been taking place to make sure it was going to be a safe environment. And Ainsley, there's always a go, no-go checklist that even up until hours we have this celebration, if any one of those entities says that it's not safe, it won't happen. But to shut it down at this point, saying that there could be COVID concerns, fire concerns, environmental concerns is just not honest, because we've gone through and checked all those boxes, submitted to all their permitting requirements, done the environmental studies. We've addressed all their concerns. We had an agreement signed, and then the National Park Service decided just not to issue us the permit. That's why we went to court. We will continue to fight this fight and make sure that America is celebrated and that we focus on our leaders that led our country through challenging times and use them as inspiration to continue to motivate us to protect this country far into the future.
Two questions for you. What if they say no to the appeal? And do you feel like this is just retaliation against you because you're a Republican?
Absolutely. This is political. It's all political and punitive, and it's ridiculous. And the fact that we have a judge that stood beside this political, arbitrary decision that came out of the Biden White House is unfortunate, but we do not quit. We keep fighting, and this country is worth it, Ainsley.
All right. Well, hopefully they'll let you continue next year with these fireworks. So we interviewed a precious dad and his daughter earlier in the show, Corey Yesha, and his daughter is royalty. And he posted a video on TikTok. It has gotten so many views because he's saying he's teaching his daughter not to see color, but to judge her friends or pick her friends based on their character. And he's saying no to critical race theory. Watch this and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
Okay.
I see the agenda being pushed on our children, and they're trying to teach our children to look at each other not for who they are as a person, but for their skin color.
It doesn't matter of their skin color.
The main thing that I want to get out there is I want little white kids to know that they are not oppressors. I want little black kids to know that they are not oppressed, and they can do anything that they want to do, anything they put their mind to. They can overcome any obstacle. Your skin color does not matter.
I know you said back in May that critical race theory doesn't belong in the schools in your state. What's your reaction to his message?
Well, what Corey's teaching his daughter, Royalty, who's absolutely adorable, what he's teaching her is wisdom and discernment and to love people. That's exactly what America is about. That's exactly what God intended for all of us to do, is to not look at people based on what they are on the outside, to love them regardless and continue to be the kind of people that the Lord would want us to be. So I love that Corey's teaching his daughter that. That video, I think, should be inspiration to all parents, that our job is to prepare our children for life, and that life is about relationships, and it's about caring about each other and not focusing on skin tone and skin color. That is exactly what critical race theory does. It creates division and pits people against each other, and that's why it's not acceptable to be taught in our schools.